Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to It Moves. My name is Kasathra, and we're getting back into this weird nightmare I seem to have found myself in. Uh, I'm hoping it ends with this playthrough, but I have no idea. Oh, I forgot you were a thing. Hi. Holy God. Uh, well, I'm just gonna walk past Baphomet's skull and just go about my merry bit. What? Oh, his eyes are glowing now. Lovely. I just want to go away. Go away, please. Are they blinking faster? Please move faster. Please, just let me go. What is this? What am I stuck in? Oh, that looks bad. This is really bad. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Oh, where in the high holy hell am I now? I do not want this. That's some kind of altar. Yeah, no shit. Um... Am I in another labyrinth? What is this? Picture some green landscape. The picture's in too bad a shape to make out any details. This, that's a door. I can't get in there, and I'm kind of glad I can't. That's another door. It's a fan. Large fan circulating stuff here. I hope I can't get sucked into that. What is that? Yeah, it's some kind of machine. I was trying to figure out what that piece of it was. Okay, we're gonna go down this step. Okay. Maybe I fell into Silent Hill. What's... So something used to pour out of these, yeah. Whatever that something was must have been very red. Huh. I, uh... I... I... Ooh. Why is everything barred? Just let me get the hell out of this. I'm already... This is just no. All of my no. Let me out. Do I wanna? Looks almost like the lights on the runway at airports. Oh, well, yeah, okay. That's helpful. I'm going. Pyramid Head better not bust out of one of the walls or something. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hi. Can I... Can I help you? Whatever that was? Oh, is that open? That hasn't always been open, has it? What did I open? Where did I open? Oh, hi. What the hell were you? How are you? Very disquieted. Okay, so that one didn't open. Anyone's down that way open? No, that one didn't. Second time I run into that wall. No, that one didn't either. Okay, maybe one over this way did? Please? Maybe? Oh, I think that, yes, that one's open now. Is that a face? Is that a face? That's just, I better not see that thing. Excuse me? Hi. Go away, please. No, thank you. Is it gone? Oh no, it's on the floor in front of me. I don't. I just don't. No thanks. Is this one open yet? Oh good, that one's open now. Oh! There's a red liquid pouring out. Gee, I wonder what the frick that could be. Again, I'm only in Silent Hill. There could only be so many things that could be. What is this kid on to make him have these dreams? I'm a grown-ass adult and I wouldn't be comfortable with these dreams. It is really loud. Any of the ones down here open yet? Ooh, this one's open now. Oh! Oh, what is that? I don't want to touch it. Oh, it's moving. Oh, no thank you. No thank you. No thank you. I'm gonna just go over here now and never come back to that area, if I can at all help it. I really don't want to walk in here, do I? There's only one set of doors left I could think of that's opening. Let's see. Have I already been in that one? No, I have not. Where? What? No. Oh! Oh! Ooh! What? It's funny how certain words can remain hidden from your mind, no matter how blatant or obvious they are. One word came to me that night, lying there in the darkness alone, frightened, aware of a rotten change in the atmosphere. A thickening of the air, as if something had displaced it. As I heard the first casual twists of the bed sheets below, the first anxious increase of my heartbeat at the realization that something was, once again, in the bottom bunk, that word. A word which had been sent into exile filtered up through my consciousness, breaking free of all repression, gasping for air, screaming, etching and carving itself into my mind. Ghost. As this thought came to me, I noticed that my unwelcome visitor had ceased moving. The bed sheets lay calm and dormant, but they had been replaced by something far more hideous. A slow, rhythmic, rasping breath heaved and escaped from the thing below. I could imagine its chest rising and falling with each sordid, wheezing and garbled breath. I shuddered and hoped beyond all hope that it would leave without occurrence. The house lay, as it had the previous night, in a thick blanket of darkness. Silence prevailed, all but for the perverted breath of my as-yet unseen bunkmate. I lay there terrified. I just wanted this thing to go, to leave me alone. What did it want? Then something unmistakably chilling transpired. It moved. It moved in a way different from before. When it threw itself around in the bottom bunk, it seemed unrestrained, without purpose, almost animalistic. For that thing lying there in the darkness, that thing which seemed intent on terrorizing a young boy, calmly and nonchalantly sat up. Its labored breathing had become louder. Now only a mattress and a few flimsy wooden slats separated my body from the unearthly breath below. I lay there, my eyes filled with tears. A fear which mere words cannot relate to you or anyone else coursed through my veins. I would not have believed that this fear could have been heightened, but I was so wrong. I imagined what this thing would look like, sitting there, listening from below my mattress, hoping to catch the slightest hint that I was awake. Imagination then turned to an unnerving reality. It began to touch the wooden slats which my mattress sat on. It seemed to caress them carefully, running what I imagined to be fingers and hands across the surface of the wood. Then, with great force, it prodded angrily between two slats into the mattress. Even through the padding, it felt as though someone had viciously stuck their fingers into my side. I let out an almighty cry, and the wheezing, shaking, and moving thing in the bunk below replied in kind by violently vibrating the bunk as it had done the night before. Small flakes of paint powdered onto my blanket from the wall as the frame of the bed scraped along it, backwards and forwards. Once again I was bathed in light, and there stood my mother, loving and caring as she always was, with a comforting hug and calming words which eventually subdued my hysteria. Of course she asked what was wrong, but I could not say, I dared not say. I simply said one word over and over and over again. Nightmare. This pattern of events continued for weeks, if not months. Night after night I would awaken to the sound of rustling sheets. Each time I would scream so as to not provide this abomination with time to prod and feel for me. With each cry the bed would shake violently, stopping with the arrival of my mother, who would spend the rest of the night in the bottom bunk, seemingly unaware of the sinister force torturing her son nightly. Along the way I managed to feign illness a few times and come up with other less than truthful reasons for sleeping in my parents' bed. But more often than not, I would be alone for the first few hours of each night in that place. The room where the light from outside did not sit right, alone with that thing. With time you can become desensitized to almost anything, no matter how horrific. I had come to realize that, for whatever reason, this thing could not harm me when my mother was present. I'm sure the same would have been said for my father, but as loving as he was, waking him from sleep was almost impossible. Waking me, on the other hand, was no trouble at all, thanks to the nightmares. I have to admit, no way in hell would I... Oh, lovely. Anger Overload, Chapter 4. There's no way in hell I would stay in a room like that for that long. Of course I'm going to save. I'm in a Chapel of the Damned. Is that a ribcage? A hook hangs from the wall, a piece of meat hangs to dry from it. The painted glass depicts some religious man, I guess. Oh. Great. What happened? What is... Earthquake? Let's see. Anything to say about those? No? Okay. Oh. It depicts a scene from the Bible, but I don't like the ominous red light on it. Oh! Well, that was neat. You're a big spider. Do I want to get near you? I don't think I want to get any nearer to you than that. No, go back. I don't want to know. Thank you. Are those heads in a big-ass jar? What is wrong with that baby? It's got like 6 arms! Oh, that's weird. Please don't follow me. Is that a head poking out from behind the jar? That looks like Cthulhu. I'm just gonna go on my merry way. Oh, hi! Yeah, it's a big pool, and I wouldn't use it either with what looks like Frankenstein the size of Godzilla taking a nap at it. Not cool with that. Alright. It's like a map. Oh, don't look at the map already. Little man standing in front of a car. Excuse me? Is that you? Can't go through the curtain. Do I want to know what that is? Whatever it is looks very dead, but I don't think I want to know what that is. Are those all cats? I just not noticed them with... Get me out, please. Okay. Oh, Jesus! Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, what are you? Excuse me? Would you stop that? Oh, you're creepy. I want nothing to do with any of you. There is a sound in the background I don't like. What am I doing? Am I just stuck going through this bizarre, doll-filled hell? Oh, the mouths are already shut this time. Oh, what is that sound? I don't like it. I could not be more uncomfortable right now. Oh, no, thank you! Let me out of here! Quit making me go through this. Jesus, God in heaven, let me out. I'm glad I forgot to put my headphones on. I'm already so uncomfortable. No! No, 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 oh God! No, 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 God, no, no, what are those? What are these? My greatest fears were realized in the winter. The days grew short and the longer nights merely provided this wretch with more opportunities. It was a difficult time for my family. My grandmother, a wonderfully kind and gentle woman, had deteriorated greatly since the death of my grandfather. My mother was trying her best to keep her in the community as long as possible. However, dementia is a cruel and degenerative illness, robbing a person of their memories one day at a time. Soon she recognized none of us, and it became clear that she would need to be moved from her house to a nursing home. Before she could be moved, my grandmother had a particularly difficult few nights, and my mother decided that she would stay with her. As much as I loved my grandmother and felt nothing but anguish at her illness, to this day I feel guilty that my first thoughts were not of her, but of what my nightly visitor may do should it become aware of my mother's absence. Her presence being the one thing I was sure was protecting me from the full horror of this thing's reach. I rushed home from school that day and immediately wrenched the bed sheets and mattress in the lower bunk, removing all of the slats and placing an old desk, a chest of drawers, and some chairs which we kept in a cupboard where the bottom bunk used to be. I told my father I was making an office, which he found adorable, but I would be damned if I'd give that thing a place to sleep for one more night. As darkness approached, I lay there knowing my mother was not in the house. I did not know what to do. My only impulse was to sneak into her jewelry box and take a small family crucifix which I had seen there before. While my family were not very religious, at that age I still believed in God and hoped that somehow this would protect me. Although fearful and anxious, while gripping the crucifix under my pillow tightly in one hand, sleep eventually came, and as I drifted off to dream, I hoped that I would awaken in the morning without incidents. Unfortunately, that night was the most terrifying of all. Let's just get this hell over with. Chapter 5, Urban Explorer. Oh, this sounds pleasant. What is that on the board? Ooh, what is that? It says wolf. Clearly. What are you? It's like a two-headed Frankenstein, definitely. Stacks of notebooks. You startled me more than the Frankenstein. Don't do that again. Bunch of school books. Poster for a play. Oh, right now this seems downright pleasant. The feeling that something's invading your privacy, even without ill will, is still disturbing. Yeah, that is. I'm just gonna go over here. Or not. Now I'm gonna go over here. You are good. I'm just gonna leave the room now. Even if you didn't know why they are here, you hold the greatest amount of fear for them. Oh, look at that, it's a Triceratops. He said the same thing. An old picture of what seems to be a religious man and woman. Stack of comic books. Why is the symbol for... it looks kind of like the symbol for pi all around that thing. 6 of them. A bunch of school books. Lovely. Nothing interesting. Excuse me? A bathtub in the middle of the classroom. This made me think of the bathtub, but what the hell was that? The sounds of screams are awful. They are even worse when they're your own. Oh, I imagine. I'm too brave and strong to... Oh, hi. Scream. Loudly. A writing desk with some school material on it. More of the same, more of the same. Various books that look like they would be hard to read. Big filing cabinets. Filing cabinet that size would be righteous. Ooh, wait. Various butterflies. Neat. Newspaper article is too aged to read. Oh. Pile of mattresses dirty and worn out. Why not go all the way around? Read some paper here. It reads knock knock. You little sack of tits. I can't leave the room. Why can't I leave the room? Text on it is illegible. Sweet. Was it you, you little... Oh. I'll just go this way towards the other waiting horror there. There are various school rules printed here. That thing looked kind of like Nyarlathotep, the faceless one. I can't get in there. There are holes in the floor. What are you? I'm just gonna go away. I don't... You know, is there something interesting in here I might accidentally need? I really doubt it, but... God... What the actual hell are those things? I do not envy this poor kid. Busted machines. Pile of leaves. Plants grow through cracks on the floor. Yeah, they do. Oh, this feels like a horrible mistake. Oh, that didn't seem good. Oh, what in the hell? Am I in a maze? Am I in a maze is going to lead to my own doom? Where am I going? Where am I going? Oh. Just let me get where I need to go. Oh. I think it did. Who's moaning and why? Please stop. That doesn't mean scream instead. Or whatever that sound was. That sounds like a Cyberman. Oh. What is this? What are these things? What are you? What are you doing? Why would... What is... Oh, what are you two? What are you for? What is this? What is happening? Why is it happening? Why'd you willingly lay down on the altar? Did I die? You're awfully quiet nowadays. Is there something wrong, son? Nothing. Are you sure? Is there something wrong with your new room? Are you lonely without your brother? No. All right then. I woke gradually. The room was once again dark. As my eyes adjusted, I could gradually make out the window and the door and the walls, some toys on a shelf, and even to this day I shudder to think of it, for there was no noise. No rustling of sheets, no movement at all. The room felt lifeless. Lifeless, yet not empty. The nightly visitor, that unwelcome, wheezing, hate-filled thing which had terrorized me night after night, was not in the bottom bunk. It was in my bed. I opened my mouth to scream, but nothing came out. Utter terror had shaken the very sound from my voice. I lay motionless. If I could not scream, I did not want to let it know I was awake. I had not yet seen it. I could only feel it. It was obscured under my blanket. I could see its outline and I could feel its presence, but I dared not look. The weight of it pressed down on top of me, a sensation I will never forget. When I say that hours passed, I do not exaggerate. Laying there motionless in the darkness, I was every bit a scared and frightened young boy. If it had been during the summer months, it would have been light by then. But the grasp of winter is long and unrelenting, and I knew it would be hours before sunrise. A sunrise which I yearned for. I was a timid child by nature, but I reached a breaking point. A moment where I could wait no more, where I could survive under this intimately deviant abomination no longer. Fear can sometimes wear you out, make you threadbare, a shell of nerves leaving only the slightest trace of you behind. I had to get out of that bed. Then I remembered the crucifix. My hand still lay underneath the pillow, but it was empty. I slowly moved my wrist around to find it, minimizing as best I could the sound and vibrations caused. But it could not be found. I'd either knocked it off of the top bunk, or I could not even bear to think of it, been taken from my hand. Without the crucifix, I lost any sense of hope. Even at such a young age, you can be acutely aware of what death is, and intensely frightened of it. I knew I was going to die in that bed if I lay there, dormant, passive, doing nothing. I had to leave that room behind, but how? Should I leap from the bed, and hope that I make it to the door? What if it is faster than me? Or should I slowly slip out of that top bunk, hoping to not disturb my uncanny bedfellow? Realizing that it had not stirred when I moved, trying to find the crucifix, I began to have the strangest of thoughts. Chapter 6, The Abyss. This is going on a fair side longer than I thought it would, so I'm going to cut it here. Yeah, we're going to save. Well, thank you for joining me on this little adventure again. I think I've got one more night of this, and that's it, hopefully, so we'll see in a couple of days whether or not this poor guy actually survives or something. Because this is getting way weirder than I expected. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you had yourselves a great day, and continue to have one as you carry on. Have a good night now. I'll see you guys in the next video.